Pisces, number 53, as well as 22, 33, and 44 significant. So as you can see, we have massive numbers coming through very strongly on this full moon in Sagittarius. This full moon in Sagittarius has to do with the direction that we're taking. The zodiac sign of Sagittarius is this human that points this arrow, this one arrow, and that courageously goes for that arrow, strikes. And so there's also optimism in Sagittarius. There is a lot of higher learning, philosophy, spirituality for some. And so we're asked to not back down from that direction that illuminates us. You have the solar plexus here, which has to do with your confidence, the ambition. The sun is shining. So there's a lot of light, Pisces. But in all that, there's a need to use our throat chakra, very much so. There's communication involved here. We have Archangel Gabriel, that could be significant for some of you, as well as Archangel Chamuel. Could be some of you have this guide. But what is very clear is that we have angel assistance at this time. For those of you who have been doubting this help, have been doubting this guidance, it's definitely here. And it's bringing, like we said, this light, this sun. We also have this yellow energy here with the gold, abundance. And truly, Pisces, this recognition, you have recognition and reward here. Material harvest. So, truly, there is one path that is unique to you that you must follow at this time. And we're asked to look also in this full moon at the reality of things, looking at the details. You have here scrutiny, discernment, clear vision, details. And those details can only be seen with the objective mind. We have Mercury in Gemini as well, that is the opposite of Sagittarius, that brings this other sense, this other mind. Sagittarius could be the higher mind, and Gemini, not so much lower, but more grounded, more informative, more, it has to do with the knowledge that we can use for skills, communication as well, writing. All that is information, everything that you look at on YouTube or whatever book you read. So it has to do with combining and finding the balance between those two minds. You have yin and yang here, where Gemini sometimes can be scattered and overactive. So we need to couple that with the higher mind of Sagittarius that is more connected to the sky, more connected to the divine. You do have here divine consciousness. So that's a mind that is more intuitive, right? That is, the insights that come from there are not ruled by the ego. So to balance this Gemini mind that can be trying to the extreme to figure things out, plan everything in your life. Yeah, it's time to be planning, to be organizing. But also Gemini is the number 2. We need to find that one direction of Sagittarius, and that direction that comes from inspiration. Sagittarius really does have to do with also this inspiration, travel as well, movement. And so instead of perhaps sometimes staying in your room and too much in your head, trying to figure everything out, take a breath, maybe get out and go for a walk and let yourself be inspired. That means that your mind is clear, is empty, and you can let the insights come. That can be through lucid dreaming, but it can be any signs, any guidance that we saw in the other reading a few days ago are available to us truly. If we connect from our heart to our desires, we can manifest. You have the magician, Pisces. You can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. So again, the success is on the horizon, but we need to take that first step. We need to bring in that focus, that energy of the chariot, right? Because as you're reflecting into your mirror here, number 44, there needs to be no judgment. That's what they're saying here. That means that you're not in your mind, because the ego will judge every single thing. So you can go into the details, but you can also not judge them, and you can let the inspiration come. So see this fine balance here. We have the door opening here with some air, see? So perhaps too much being inside your room. Just go for a walk, 5 minutes. Get out there, Pisces. Okay? Because, yeah, we do see that there are obstacles and challenges, perhaps financial constraints here. But perhaps those financial constraints are here for a reason, to prevent you to doing something that would not be going onto your path. Perhaps you need to see within the reality of in which you exist, the truth of where you exist, what is possible. But stay in that optimism. See the reality for what it is, but not become, fall into the cynicism or skepticism of this is how my life is right now and it will never change, right? So we need to look at the clarity of the reality, like Gemini, but then see the possibility with Sagittarius, with a lot of positivity, seeing, projecting your future, visualizing your future with the best possible outcome, actually your dream. Because you have patience and planning here that came after movement, choices, and decision. So again, this movement, choices, and decision might be taking place in a lot of areas of your life. Love is coming through also here. It could be your work, it could be friends, it could be your home, anything, depending on each and every one of you. But we do have this patience and planning. This 4-month period starting now, Pisces, as we're getting into the summer. Depending, of course, of where you live. But yeah, that's pretty much for a lot of you guys here on this channel. We need to put in the steps. Perhaps it's not the time to buy the house or do the big stuff right now, but it's the time to put in the small steps to start. To see the small steps, but keep in mind the bigger vision. That's the balance, right? So that you are on that trajectory. It won't be an overnight success, and there will be obstacles and challenges, but you know where you're going, and that's the most important, that focus. Because they are saying here, you have to go slowly but surely. They're saying, I'm still translating from Spanish, surrender all the effort that you're making, but to control everything, perhaps trying to over control everything with the Gemini energy. Oh, this, the logical mind. If you let it go a little bit, the doors will open. So there's this faith. This energy of Sagittarius also has to do with faith. There's a leap of faith here, kind of like the Fool, ready to go on its adventure, but inspired and guided by its interior here. Now, talking about when we saw the sun here, we saw as well community. So a lot of you are building up communities. Other people could be helping with this time. For some of you that have been over hermit, there's a need to open up a little bit here. It could be to one person, it could be a special relationship, it could be more people, but there's a need to open up. Okay, now number 11 is quite significant as well, and we do have spiritual union, so I cannot discard the twin flame energy here. Let me show you. Where was this card? There's the two pillars here and as well here, and that came with recognition and reward, patience and planning. So with patience and planning, slowly but surely you are going towards recognition and reward. This is in the Six of Wands energy, where there's public recognition, there is you being in the center of your world, and you can start building this up starting now. That's what this whole moment in time is telling us. Now look, you do have spiritual union here, and underneath victory and success as well. So this can be a very significant soulmate. We also did have this card of Two of Cups, Two of Summer that came through, falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone, forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. For some of you that are in a relationship, they're saying don't give up, your relationship can be healed. So there is patience, there is putting it one step at a time, but needing to get out of this Nine of Sword energy that is anxiety, that is not being able to sleep at night. A need to again see the bright light. They're saying here, living light energy, see the beauty in life. Again, at every single moment we have a choice, and it is a choice. Happiness is a choice. Are we going to choose the happy side or the darker side, the sad, the painful side of the coin? Because yeah, for a lot of us, I can see broken heart. It came in two different decks. Broken heart, heartache, and loss. But what came with this card, broken heart, they literally came like that. You got adjacent possibilities. So that could mean many things depending on your situation. That could mean that there are other people that maybe this ending is going to bring to you. The space you're making, this door you're closing, is going to open new doors to new people that are better for you. It could also be that in this particular relationship, things can be healed like we just saw, or change. Maybe that can be forgiveness. Maybe that there will be change from when it comes to the two of you. But here what they were saying is that your wish has been realized. Something that you wished for is becoming reality. So look into, I don't know if some of you have put on a manifestation board, a wish out to the universe. Maybe you have sent that out to the universe very strongly. Maybe you have focused on something very important in your life that you're seeking a resolution for. And they're saying that this is finding a resolution. Some of you could have to do with babies. You have here children. Your connection to children form a big part in your purpose this lifetime. And talking about autumn here for some timing. They're saying that you will find integration this fall. And everything you're planting now, the seeds you're planting now, will bring fruit and be abundant in autumn and the fall. So that's important to notice, right? Because this is like a 4-month period, like we just talked about. July, August, September, October. Yeah, it's just 4 months away, Pisces. Whatever you start now will start to bring its fruits very soon, actually. But you have to have that vision, that focus, and put in the work, slowly but surely, with every day. If you fall into negativity, bring yourself up and continue with this focus. Some of you could be feeling very alone. Perhaps you've gone through a situation where now you're seeing the truth of the situation. Walk away from dishonest associations, realizing that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness. Something that's not worth the effort. 5 of Sword energy. 5 of Winter. So perhaps you're having trouble trusting now into your surrounding, trusting anyone. But again, we're getting back to that Sagittarius energy, which has to do with faith, with trust. And who should you trust most beyond anyone else? The only one you should really bow to is the divine consciousness within you. All that is beyond you. This mind beyond the mind. Because here the world, a brilliant success, the freedom to go any direction, a journey that is not complete. So really, truly, we have closed down a cycle now to start anew. And it's been very hard for some of us here. But now it's time to get up and go for it, Pisces. It's time. As you educate your mind here and senses, there's expansion. It all has to do with the mind. We talked about this Gemini lower mind and Sagittarius higher mind. How are you going to find the balance within you? You're talking about soul fragments. Balance will be restored. Number 33, Christ consciousness. The soul fragments, how you felt pieces of the puzzle, that are completely chaotic and that don't make sense in your life. Slowly but surely, as you focus on your path, without perhaps knowing exactly how things are going to pan out, but trust, just keep that focus inside you and put in every day a little bit of effort or energy into that path. And that means that you let your mind expand. You don't stay blocked in the ego that is perhaps self-sabotage, self-doubt. You go beyond yourself at this time. And here we fall into compassion. It has been coming a lot lately. And Pisces has to do with compassion. It's almost like its signature. But the most important lesson we are learning right now is the compassion for ourselves. For all that we have gone through. The good, the bad, because at the end of the day, there's no judgment, right? Remember? You look at yourself to know yourself better so you can actually manifest better and more aligned with yourself. Look, we have the Chariot coming here. Action. A man holding a heart as well. This is talking about someone that will not bring deceit. This deceit is in reverse. Behind carrying connection. So, whatever broken heart, whatever has broken your heart, really, because it doesn't have to be only romantic relationship. Whatever has broken you apart lately, Pisces, you need to pull yourself together and find the strength within you, the sun within you, to carry on, because there is a very bright future. It's here. Here they're saying goodbye to the old, hello new. They're saying, like the World card before, you have concluded a part of your life and you are starting another one, and it will be better. So this heart will be loved, Pisces, will be cared for. We have the spiritual union. You will find someone, or someone will find you, that will be on equal terms. And maybe it is this particular person that is changing as well, evolving, and getting to a place where there's more balance between the two of you, like we saw in the yin and yang card. But whatever it is, Pisces, remember that the only thing you need to really focus on is this trajectory. As this Sagittarius, this warrior, this fire, let it burn within you and guide you towards that one goal, that one path that is truly yours. And I'm going to finish with this card that is talking to me. It's like a Buddha here, or a monk, that holds like a lotus or like a rose that is white in his hand, so very pure. And there's like an eagle on the side there. And it's saying altruism, humility, and conscious action. The man of gratitude and service. That's service, Pisces. That's compassion. That's going beyond oneself. Maybe having been broken. The ego has been broken. This has been dying. But you haven't died, Pisces. This has opened your heart beyond the selfish heart that needs for itself like a baby. You're recovering from that state. And you're recovering slowly but surely your power. Now it's all up to you to go for it, okay? So, all will be well, Pisces. There are always other doors, other possibilities that we can't think of with the Gemini mind. We need to let the universe, the divine consciousness, talk to us and guide us. And the only thing we need to do is to trust and have faith. Okay? So I love you. I hope this was helpful. And I will see you very soon, Pisces. Take care. Bye-bye.